Hi, I am back, and I want to rant some more about Charlie Kirk and just some of my personal opinions and what I truly believe. A lot of other people believe. One thing's for certain, nobody believes the bullshit narrative of him being shot by the 30-06. It's so strange to watch the organization he built push that bullshit narrative so hard, let alone the drastic, insane, weird, just downright weird things that we know Charlie would never be a part of in his organization. They seem to be trying so hard to cover this up. It seems like they go through great lengths to go through waves of pushing things on X and Instagram and getting one group of people to interview and say certain things, and then a whole nother group of people to interview and say certain things. All the while, they just cannot convince the public that this is what happened to him. It seems like everyone in his life daily betrayed him in the biggest way. Everything about TPUSA seems so sketchy right now. I don't know how they even keep donors at this point. Charlie himself questioned the government about JFK. I would like to say he probably never imagined the world would be in conflict about his horrific public death. However, in truth, he knew some shady shit was going on. He told Candace multiple times he was going to die young. That's sad. It really, there's really no words that you can speak on that. He didn't know who he could trust, who was in his inner circle that he could trust, and he was definitely having trust issues. Then you have Tyrell Farnsworth walking away, not even having seen what happened to Charlie. It's all on video. No way he's seen or knew what happened, let alone the outcome to say Charlie's dead. That's in my opinion. Let's see if we can bring up good old Terrell.
Just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. They just shot Charlie. He's dead.
I mean, crazy, yes? He's dead? How would he even know that? Unless he knew. How would he know that? I mean, he walked away from that tent and didn't duck or run, wasn't in fear. His first thought was to get up there and do a selfie video and announce that he was dead. How would he know? How would he even know that? And then I'd also like to point out that under no circumstances do I believe that Charlie was shot, period, let alone by a 30-06. I don't believe it. And there's been a lot of great people out there doing tests, and I obviously know a whole lot more than me about weapons and explosives and whatnot. But a particular guy, John Bray, has really broke this down into a shape charge being put into Charlie's lapel mic, the battery part. And it is the only narrative tested and answers the majority of questions that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. And again, that comes back to the very people around him have betrayed him in the biggest way you could imagine. So let's bring up a couple of these pictures. So if you look here, You can see this, obviously, the back of Charlie's head, but on his hand, you can see a couple of the black pieces from the lapel mic. Just let that sink in. No blood, just maybe a drop. But the pieces there on his hand, and in multiple other photos, you can see it on the table. You can see it on the ground outside the SUV. But let's see, I got another one here. Here's the SUV. If you look real close by the candies, all these little pieces on the floor fell off of Charlie. And that's all consistent with the lapel mic exploding. They didn't anticipate, they expected to tell us that Charlie was shot with 30-06 in the chest, is what I believe. I believe they wanted us to think that he had been shot in the chest, and this went terribly wrong. They didn't predict the shaped charge that was put into that lapel mic to shoot up, cause all that cavitation, and go into Charlie's neck, and then make the wound, which is what caused the blood to come out the way that it did. So they're steady on damage control, busy trying to do damage control, because it wasn't what they expected. But they thought they were going to still run with that narrative. And then I'd like to share another video here.
USA. But you know what? Between you and me and our listeners, I'm not giving up on the Vance Kirk ticket.
Well, it's very exciting right there. But
I think Erica would be an amazing president someday. But that's a whole nother thing. And let me ask you guys this about first Erica and then the future.
Yeah.
Repulsive. There's just no words. They couldn't even wait 6 months. I mean, however, they did wait until after the first of the year so that they could, officially say last year. Charlie was killed last year before, putting it out there that that's what they would like to see happen. I think what I'd like to see happen is somebody actually do a real investigation. Oh, that's right, they can't, because the SUV with the evidence in it has been auctioned off. There's no getting that back. The crime scene was tampered with right from the beginning. And we got Tyler Robinson sitting in jail, and he's sitting in there for murdering Charlie Kirk. And we know he didn't shoot him. Every day, I mean, you could just go on and there's a plethora of just blow your mind. There's just no way that this is in your face and you're supposed to just accept it. And that's how it works. They expect you to accept it. This is how it happened. Don't ask no questions. Don't worry about it. Just accept the narrative. It is what it is. This is how it's supposed to be. We can't. We don't. We won't. So, again, I think everybody should just keep looking at all the videos and push and push. And I don't know. Maybe we never get any results. The Patsy goes down like the Patsy was supposed to. But Americans have to wake up and see we're being played. We're being played on so many levels. The dude that got arrested for the pipe bombs, he's got autism, and it was originally a female. that happens to be tied to the CIA. I mean, it's endless. It is endless. They just in your face. So, people, we got to get it. We got to keep our voices heard. We have to keep keep putting it out there. That's all I'm going to say for today. So, I hope everybody has a good night. And remember, silence is complicity.